Hi, this is Emily Prokop, and you are listening to, I was about to say the story behind. No, you're watching a Bitter Podcasting microphone shootout. Literally, not literally, figuratively, a shootout with a shotgun microphone. Look at that. And it's connected to the Zoom H5. And it goes right on top. It is, you know what? I should have checked the price before. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. You're already spending money on a digital recorder. Why not? Why not? Just a few more $100. But if you have an ATR-2100, which I do, and I love, it goes right into the back of the Zoom H5, like we've talked about before. And so let's see what the shotgun microphone can do. Let's see what a more expensive microphone can do for you. And I'm actually going to put it a little bit out of the frame and point it down toward my chest. Now, why do I do this? Because I saw on a YouTube video, you should do that with a shotgun mic. And aside from that, I'm not really sure why. I think it actually gives you a fuller voice from your chest. It gets more of your chest in there. Oh, the other great thing I have a remote. Oh, I know, these guys spoil me. That actually comes in the Zoom H5 accessory pack. Ooh, so it has an AC adapter. It has a not windscreen. I think it's a Harry windscreen. It goes over the XY microphone that comes with the Zoom H5, but it also has the remote. Look at that. And the things light up. I had to make sure it was recording, but it does light up. So it's recording and you can see it's on the one. So that means that's getting my ATR-2100. Now, when I switch to the left-right buttons, I don't have to press them both. I can just press one. It'll go to the shotgun mic. So let's hear the shotgun mic. Why isn't it working? It's plugged in, right? Why? Why won't you work? Oh. So I found out why the shotgun mic wouldn't turn on right away is because I was recording. I had to press stop and switch microphones by pressing the L or the R button, and it turned on the shotgun mic, which is what you're listening to now. So I can move this away. You'll still hear me, which is great. And it's pointing down at my chest, so I am hearing that kind of lower register. I'm using my fancy headphones. Oh my God, I love these things. And the great thing about a shotgun mic is how you can move around. I can move back like this. I can move forward like this. I can move around left and right, and it's not really affecting the sound so much, whereas with an ATR-2100, if I moved like this, you'd get a lower sound. And if I moved around, you would kind of hear the difference in sound because with this, it's coming straight forward at my face. And the shotgun mic is going like this more. It has more of a triangular pattern. So let me move back a bit. You're going to get some room noise. You're going to probably get some echo, but in my headphones, I sound about the same volume, if not a little bit lower. The great thing is, if I have noise behind me, like traffic or somebody mowing their lawn, which seems to happen whenever I record, it's not going to pick it up as much. It's not quite a dynamic microphone, whereas that's what a dynamic microphone is great for, getting rid of the background noise. But at least with a shotgun mic, I can sit back in my chair. I can use my remote from back here. I think this cable is about 3 feet, maybe a little bit less. And I can go back and forth between recording and sit there like an evil villain. Where's my cat? Yes. No, don't run away. The other great thing about the dynamic microphone, let me move closer. You can hear stuff. And I don't just mean, a microphone. Oh, it picks up stuff. Duh. But it's great. Cat battle. What is that noise? Oh, they're having a cat battle right now. Why? Why do they have to make... Are you done, princess? Okay. I think my cats are done making all the noise. So what I was about to say was the shotgun mic is great for getting Foley sounds. If you're doing an audio drama podcast and you want those sounds of footsteps maybe, or a fire crackling, or waves, or what we just witnessed, a cat battle. You could get that with a shotgun mic much easier than you can with a dynamic mic. With a dynamic mic, you will be maybe holding the mic down to your feet as you're walking, or holding it up to a fire, which I don't know about you, but I don't want to put my ATR-2100 that close to a fire just to get some crackling noise. So what about the wind? All right, so you're going to get wind with a microphone. So there are fans coming. Now, if this were the breeze, you would hear it and it would kind of have that like whoosh type sound to it. So what they give you is a hairy windscreen, otherwise known as a dead cat. And I hate that phrase. Don't call it a dead cat. Cats should never die. They don't die. That's why they have 9 lives. To cut down on that wind noise, we'll put it on. Alright, so we have the dead cat on. Dead cat. Don't call it a dead cat. I don't know. Let's think of something else to call it. A dead toupee. We'll call it a dead toupee. That's what I will call it. And so that'll cut down on the wind noise if you're outside and you're trying to get just a fire crackle or just the waves at the beach and not so much the wind sound, which really gets picked up in microphones, especially if you've ever talked to somebody on their phone and they're outside. I don't know about you, but I can't understand what they're saying, especially if they're on speakerphone. But that's going to cut down on it for you. This might even cut down on a little bit of room noise. And for one more comparison, let's go back and forth between the shotgun mic and my ATR 2100 with the fans going. Now the other problem I should mention is that you're going to hear some whirring of the motors. You know, I have a fridge that's kind of 3 feet away from me, and sometimes the motor will turn on for it, and it doesn't get picked up by the ATR 2100, but it was on when I was playing with the shotgun mic, so you might have heard that a little bit. So let's go back to the ATR 2100 and stop the recording this time. Okay, I'm on my ATR 2100 and you can hear those fans. I can hear those fans going. There is that nice background noise, and if you tried to run noise removal on it, you're going to get a weird sound in your voice. And actually, now that I've listened to myself through the shotgun mic, my voice sounds so much flatter in this. No! I don't need more microphones. I was so happy with what I had. And then you try something better. And of course, you're like, now I want it. Now I want to use this all the time. The other problem with this is how much it picks up. Because it does pick up more of my voice. It's not as flat sounding. Now this is flat sounding. I used to think it was great. And now I sound flat. But it does pick up so much. So if I were playing with plastic wrap, you're not going to hear it as much with the ATR 2100 because I'm playing with it down toward my lap. Now with the shotgun mic, you are going to hear that plastic as if it were right next to it, but really it's about this far away. And it's down low. And I can move it all around. Doesn't really lose that sound. Oh, so what do I have here? This is the XLR TRS combo capsule, which means if you put it on the H5, not only do you have the 2 XLR inputs on the bottom, you also have 2 XLR inputs up here. I'm still leaning toward this mic and I'm not using it. Oh, I could just push it away like that. So what this does, you could have 4 people at a table, preferably have them kind of across from each other so there isn't that cross bleed into other tracks. But you could have 4 people recording, which is a big thing people ask about is, I want more than one person recording. How can I do that? You know, with one person, you can just plug your ATR 2100 into the computer and record. You really don't need much else. But once you get more than one person, you should start looking at a mixer or the recorder. And with this, you can get more than 2 people. And there are adjustable knobs on it, so you can adjust everybody's sound to it. Yeah, so that's one way to do 4 people. The other way to do 4 people is with your shotgun microphone. You'd probably have to hang it from the ceiling, but one podcast that I know of does board games, does a specific board game, and they were wondering how to mic 6 people. Now, what you could do is have everybody wear a lav mic and record separately into either a portable recorder or into their voice memo in their phone, and then somebody would have to combine all 6 of those and try to sync them up, which is really hard. It's going to be hard enough for me to sync the video with the voice recording because I'm recording separately. I had to take the dead cat off because hair from it kept flying into my nose and just driving me crazy. So there was video of me going, yeah, you don't need to see that. Anyway, so with a game podcast that they wanted to do, I would say go out and get this. For that many people, 6 people splitting the cost of an H5 with the shotgun mic, I think it would sound great. Now, granted, if you put it on the table like I have it on a tripod, just a regular camera tripod. And see, as you can see, I'm moving it around, so I have to be kind of cautious about that. But if you were to suspend it from the ceiling in a weird, I don't even know how you would rig that. I'm sure there's a thing on Amazon. I'm sure SP and Stephen can give you great information about how to rig something like that up. But I think you would get a good sound, because if you're far enough away, you'd also get the sound from dice falling on the table and card play. And I don't know if you've ever seen ASMR videos. They're kind of weird. It's definitely something that you have to like certain sounds for. But if you've seen them, I bet the sound of cards shuffling would be so relaxing to me. That's just me. So what else can you use the shotgun microphone for? Because I was having trouble reviewing this, because I'm like, what am I going to use it for aside from, look what I can do, look what I can do, which is great, especially if you're doing video. If I didn't want this, and that's the thing, sometimes, I don't know, I'm a podcaster. I love looking at people's microphones. Even if I don't know what they are, I like seeing them. And so if you don't want one in the frame like that, you could get this, still get a good sound like you're kind of close to it, keep it out of the frame of the camera, and it just looks like you're talking, but there isn't that room noise that you're using the camera's internal mic, which sounds terrible if you've ever taken a video with your cell phone and you're like, oh, we sound really bad. And the other thing is, with the H5, if you don't want the look of headphones, you can always use earbuds. And if you have long hair, you can cover them up. So that's it. And now I get to play with video editing, which I do my audio editing in Reaper, and I found out I can do video editing in there as well. So that's what I'm going to do. This has been an incredible experience playing with the H5, using it for not only recording podcasts and these reviews, but also I used them when my husband was doing sound for a band, and we just put the XY microphone on it and we had the mixer go into the H5. It was a great sound. I loved it. So thank you for that. All right, so thank you for watching this review of not only the Zoom shotgun mic, but also the remote, which I love this thing. I didn't think I was going to use it, but like everything we have that's now remote controlled, like our lights, it becomes second nature, and I get to stop the video using it instead of fumbling around, because right now the shotgun mic is pointed toward me, so I can't necessarily see the top of the Zoom H5. It's very hard to read the buttons, and I'll press something and break it. So it's easy enough to have the remote. All right, so thank you very much.